When you think of fall, you think of fall colors, you think of pumpkins, you think of just cooler weather, maybe the honking of geese and something like that. I remember in the old days in Perry, Oklahoma, we would go on hay rides. You ever been on a hay ride?
Yes, I have.
Okay, well, okay. Very good. Well, our special guest at the round table today is James Jantz. James, good morning. Welcome. It's good to see you.
Thank you for having me.
That's wearing TV blue. That's a great color on you, by the way. So good to have you. James has Daze in the Maze, and so we're here to kind of tag team and offer all kinds of questions to you. So here we go. But thanks for being here, James.
Good morning, James. Thank you for being here. When I first moved here 5 years ago, I heard a lot of Daze in a Maze, Daze in a Maze, but I didn't really know what it was. So can you tell us a little bit of what is Daze in a Maze?
You probably thought it was a medical condition, right? Daze in the Maze. Okay, I'm sorry.
What it is we have 4 walk-through mazes, 2 big field mazes, and 2 hay bale mazes, and we have a petting zoo, and we also have a hay rack ride, and we have a playground, and that's what we have.
That's awesome.
And this is out on your farm?
On my family's farm that we've had it for years.
So you got a big front yard and a big backyard then if you have all
A lot of mowing.
A lot of mowing, yeah. Well, James, people are familiar with Daze in the Maze, but people that are watching the show this morning, or maybe some grandparents are watching, said, now, okay, I think I know where that's at. But you're located real close to Highway 74. Just be real specific for us and help me get to the Daze in the Maze.
We are right on Highway 74, 11 miles south of Covington.
Okay.
Or 2 miles north of Highway 51 and 74 Junction. Okay. Right there on the east side of the road.
Okay, so really just southeast of Enid, that area?
About 35 miles.
Okay, so, and you've been there, this is a family farm? You've been
there
forever?
This is our family farm, yes, yeah.
Okay.
My grandparents bought it.
Okay, so keep that in mind, 11 miles south of Covington on Big Highway 74.
And I just want to add, there's really no way to miss it. There is a really nice, pretty big sign out there that says Daze in a Maze. So you really can't miss it. So what is the purpose of this, of Daze in a Maze?
Oh, the purpose is just to let kids run on the farm like I did and play in the, that's where I got the idea, I guess, when I was a kid, playing in the hay barn. And that's, we have one that we call the top maze inside the hay barn. And then just the things we've added just that I like to do when I was a kid. We have a place we call the Dino Dig, where you dig for bones.
Oh, that is really nice.
Calsaurus bones. And then we have the hay rack ride, and then all the big mazes to run through.
I guess you kind of answered my next question, James, because I was going to ask you, where did you get the idea for the maze? So it just stems from your experiences as a kid, right?
That, and then I was going to take my kids, I wanted to take my kids to one of them. I'd seen it in other states, and then I got to looking in 2000, and there wasn't one anywhere close to go to. So in 2001, the first thing I did was check on insurance in the spring of 2001, and then we opened in September of 2001.
Do you know how many mazes are in Oklahoma?
Now there's more. There's more.
Because my daughter and her family, they live in the Norman area, and they go to something similar, I guess, to what you have there in west of Norman, that area there. So I guess they've since popped up since the year 2000.
Yeah, 2001. We're one of the oldest ones that's still in operation.
Okay. So you're just living out your childhood memories or reliving those? Is that what it is?
Well, some of it is. And,
it's a way of staying young, isn't it?
I hope.
Good. Thank you, James. So hours of operation for those viewers that would like to take their children this season, what days are you open, from what hours to what?
Every Saturday we're open from 10 in the morning until 10 at night. So if you want to go through after dark, it's that's the one night we do it is on Saturday night. And then on Sundays we go from 2 in the afternoon until dark. We close at dark. And then during the week we do appointment only. That's mostly for school field trips and that type of thing. But we are open for fall break next week on Thursday and Friday to the public.
That's right, fall break is right. Okay, I've got 2 questions for you, James. You said dark. Does that mean I got to bring a flashlight, or how does that work?
Well, on Saturday night, if you want a flashlight, you better bring it.
Okay.
It gets dark, especially if there's no moon.
Yeah. Okay. So when you talk about groups or just individuals or a husband and wife, maybe some little kids, what are the costs involved for a family to come out and really enjoy everything that you have? Is it one price for everything?
One price gets you all in, and that gets all the mazes, the pet and zoo. It's $8 per person, and 3 and under are free. And we do have group group rates available, which if you get over so many, we start taking some off for schools and church type groups, and birthday parties even.
You know, it seems like anymore that a lot of parents, or not parents, but just families bring their pets to a lot of things. Do you allow?
No, we don't allow pets since we have all our animals there.
That's
Because we got
exactly-
horses, donkeys, goats, sheep, turtle, and I don't know if we have turtles this year, but anyway, we got chickens and we got a turkey this year, and just we have a lot of farm cats, but we try to keep them locked up because they will go home with you.
Yeah. Tell us once again about the costs that are involved for somebody that's watching us this morning.
Just $8 per person, and 3 and under are free.
Okay, great.
And then we do have the group rates available.
Very good.
I know you mentioned that you have group rates available. Is there any do you have anything else to accommodate large groups?
Oh,
How big is a group? I mean, if there was 100 people, that's too big of a group?
No,
Okay.
like tomorrow, our group will probably be in the 400 range. 'Cause
Wow.
We have Chisholm Elementary coming. They've rescheduled. Tomorrow's the 3rd attempt because of the rain, but we're going to do it tomorrow.
400 folks.
Yeah,
That's
they-
impressive.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, and that's our.
You know, I'm thinking 15 to 20 as a group.
Well, during the week, the best group rate is if you get over 100, you get the best group rate. During the weekend, the best group rate is over 30. So we lower the group rate on the weekend. You just have to have 30 to have the best group rate. But 20 gets you a break.
I think you've already answered this question, James, but I was going to ask you when this got going and how many years you've been doing this, but I think you said early
We've been
2000.
doing it every fall since 2001, except the one year I got the all-expense paid trip by the government to Afghanistan,
Oh, okay.
which was 2007. That's the only year we took a break. I couldn't get him to do it while I was gone.
Okay. Thank you for your service to our country then.
You're welcome.
For doing so. So that many years. What have you learned since 2001 in doing all this?
Patience.
Patience with?
The public and what my expectations.
How rewarding has this been?
It's been pretty rewarding. I like building the mazes and then seeing the kids go through them.
So a quick question, how much planning does this require? Right now you were talking about building the maze. How many months prior to your opening date are you working, preparing for this?
It's like I was saying earlier that with him that we was visiting earlier. As soon as we close this year, you have to start putting things
wow.
up to get ready for next year. It's all on how you put things up. It comes out easier next year.
Right, okay.
And I'm the same way with Christmas lights. However, I do take my Christmas lights down. I do not leave them up all year. But I can see where the planning takes place to help you get prepared for next year to do all that. Now, are you the one, James, by yourself building this maze? Or tell us about the team you have in place, or how does that work?
Well, the team consists of my wife and my 3 kids.
Okay. That's
And
kind of
then-
what I thought.
And then we might have one and then I find some volunteers when we're building the hay maze that we usually hire some extra people because that's our outside hay bales. We put up about 2,000 square bales to build our outside maze.
Wow.
That is the most time consuming. This year our hay bale maze it's a giant pumpkin, and it has about 2,000 little square bales in it.
Impressive.
Stacked 3 bales tall for the littler kids but even the adults sometimes have a hard time going through it. But
Is there a time limit for people like me?
you got,
I mean, when
we're
will
open
when will you come in and pull me out of the maze?
when there's still a car left in the parking lot.
Okay. All right.
That's when we start looking for people.
I would need that assurance before I would go in that, okay, James will come get me sooner or later.
When that's when we do the parking lot check.
Okay.
Then we start looking.
Very good. I know you were talking about large groups and doing the parking lot check. Do you have any other safety practices that you do during these events?
Every group every bunch of people that once we check them in, we give them the wristband, they pay us, and we give them the safety briefing then, which we call the speech. And a lot of people don't want to stay for the speech, but
Sure.
They're
there for fun. They're not
Yeah,
there
we don't
for-
want them to read a sign. We want them so
Yeah.
they don't miss anything because we're stretched out of about a quarter of a mile from our barn down to the other end of the maze. I mean, where the jungle maze is. And we don't want you to miss anything because if you just look right there at the barn, you're not going to see everything. And we don't want, because our biggest problem over the years, if somebody falls off a hay bale, that's been our only injuries.
Okay. Well, James, our time together this morning has gone extremely quick. Just share with us. We'll have some information on the screen, but a good number to call would be what?
Our weekend cell number is 405-550-9177.
Okay, and as you can see, that information is on the screen. You have a website. They have all kinds of information out there. And as James said, 405-550-9177, Daze in the Maze. James, thanks for being here at the
Thanks
round
for having
table.
me.
And we'll see you out at the maze, that's for sure. And I think Sarah's heading this way within hours. So that's good.